Welcome back. Today's project so easy, so simple. You can bust this out in probably less than an hour easily. And it's super cute, super great for markets because you can make so many of them in such a short amount of time. And trust me, there are people that want these. We're making bandanas. And you can make it for a furry loved one, or you can make it for yourself and put it in your own hair. You can use any size yarn, and I like to go one hook under the suggested hook. So you can make them in whatever colors you want. I did make this one out of the new yarn from Michaels. It's the Big Twist Gigi. I didn't tie in my ends yet. This one is so freaking cute, and I do have a vlog coming soon about the animal I'm putting this on, and I'm pretty sure you would not expect it. Go ahead and grab your yarn. I'm going to be using I Love This yarn. That is available at Hobby Lobby, and I'm using a 5.5 hook. So let's get started.
For this project, I'm using a Caron 1-pound cake in the color Rose.
I want to say this is I Love This yarn in oatmeal. I could be wrong, but it has no tag. We're going to create a magic circle taking our main color, so you want to have at least a few inches to weave in later, through my pinky and my ring finger, and I'm going to create an X. Take my hook, I'm using a 5.5 millimeter, go under the first strand, pick up, and then we're going to take that same strand we got, we're going to pull it through. All right. Now we're going to be working around these two strands. We're going to start by chaining 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do 3 double crochet, yarn over, go around,
Pull through 2, pull through 2.
Right, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Now we're going to chain 2. Yarn over. We're going to repeat what we just did, so we're going to yarn over and do 3 more double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to chain 1 and do a double crochet. We're going to close our circle. So now you have the beginning of our triangle, so it should look symmetrical. We have 2 and then 1 in the middle. To start our next row, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn our work, yarn over, and we're going to insert 3 double crochet into this hole. 1, 2, 3. We're going to chain 1. Now we're going to work a corner in, this is going to be our corner stitch. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, we're going to double crochet 3. So 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to chain 2. 1, 2, double crochet 3 into that same gap. 1, 2, 3. All right, chain 1. Now we're going to double crochet 3 into this
Chain space.
1, 2, 3. Chain 1 and double crochet. Once you get your triangle as big as you want, then you're going to meet back up with me and we're going to add a really beautiful border and the strap so we can tie it. So just never forget that when you first start your next one, you're going to chain 4. All right, again, I have a smaller dog, so I think this is as big as I want the bandana to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off, and I'm gonna weave in my ends, and I'm gonna grab my next color yarn. So go ahead and weave in your ends, and then continue back. All right, now that we're done with that, I'm going to take my other color yarn, and you can just insert it anywhere. There's really not a wrong side or a right side, so it doesn't really matter. We are going to be adding just a single crochet row all the way around before we start the pretty little border. This is how I like to add my color on. So we're going to take the tail forward, and we're going to take the working yarn and go the other way, and we're going to pull through. So that's going to be like my chain one where I start at. So it's nice and secure. So this part should be pretty easy to get all through this way. All right, so I have my single crochet all the way down. Now I'm going to just turn my work, and I'm going to do a slip stitch. Now I'm going to do a half double crochet in the next stitch. And now I'm going to do 2 double crochets in the next stitch. And I'm going to do a double crochet into that same stitch. Right, now a half double crochet in the next. And a slip stitch. So let's repeat that all the way around. So we're going to do a half double crochet, 2 double crochets into the next stitch, 1, 2, a half double crochet, and a slip stitch. So go ahead and repeat that until you get to the end. All right, so depending on how you're going to be ending, mine's going to be ending, I think it would be considered like in the middle of one of these, so I am going to make it not be. So instead of doing a double crochet into this stitch, I'm just going to go into the next stitch. I'm going to do a half double crochet. And technically I think I have 2 stitches left. So I am just gonna do a slip stitch into both of them. Is it correct? Probably not, but guess what? My dog doesn't care. All right. So just pull it on through. Boop, boop. All right, so it should look something like this. This is the other side. So it looks like this, and it looks like this. I think it'll be my front. And honestly, I thought I was going to do a different color like this on the top of it, but I think I'm actually going to stick with the color I was using. Pull it through.
This next part is not that serious. We're going to single crochet into our gaps. The bigger gaps are going to get 3 single crochets, and the smaller gaps are going to get 2. You just want to make sure that it stays flat and does not curl on you. If it curls on you, then you put too many single crochets in. So go ahead and do this, and meet me when you get to the end, and do not cut your yarn. I made it to the end, so now I'm going to chain 30. And if you want it to be a longer bow, you can chain more, but I find that 30 is like the perfect number for my needs. So go ahead and do that and meet back up with me.
All right, I chained 30, and now I'm going to be trying to work on the top of it, going all the way. So we're going to skip this first, and we're going to work into the second. I'm going to be going under 1 strand.
just single crocheting. We're gonna go all the way down, and then we're gonna chain 30 for the other side. So go ahead and do all of that, and then meet back up with me. All right, so it should look like this, and I just did 30, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and of course we go to do our single crochets all the way back down, and you're gonna meet right over there. All right, and I did slip stitch it right into the side, and now I'm just going to pull through. Oopsies, wrong one. This one. All right, and I'm gonna try it on before I call it quits. All right, so this is what I'm left with. So freaking cute. I already put it on her, it fits. I'm about to show you.
If you're still here, thank you so much for joining me. And if you love this tutorial and you want to make something else, then you're going to definitely want to check out my next video right here. It is a super easy triangle blanket. It's very unique. If you see that video right now, then that video is out. And if you don't see it yet, it's coming soon.